If you're waiting for that final sign to leave the narcissist, if you are on the cusp of calling it quits, but you need that final confirmation, well, take this episode as one. Because today I'm going to talk about 5 obvious signs your relationship with the narcissist is over and you must leave. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new and have not subscribed already, please subscribe before we begin, because your subscription to the channel may help in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Before getting started with number 1, here is an important announcement for you. I have launched an upgraded version of Master Co-Parenting with a Narcissist program that helps you to learn how to defeat a narcissist at their own game and protect yourself and your children from their further abuse. If you want to find peace after leaving them, if you want to give your children a gift of a healthy trauma-free life, you may want to check out this program, because that is what I teach in there. Click the I button above or the link in the description to enroll right now at a discounted price. Sign number 1, you are utterly disappointed to see them at home when you come back from work. You are not happy. You are not excited to meet your partner or to spend time with your children. You do not want that rest your home has to offer. You don't feel cozy at home. You feel like your home has turned into some form of torture chamber or a prison that you spend a night in. You wait for the sun to rise and the next day to get started so that you can leave and you can meet your colleagues. You can be at work away from that chaos. Their voice, their energy, them roaming around in the house, that gives you major panic. And not only panic now, you're disgusted. You feel like there's a lion running free, a beast running free in your house. Deep down, you want them to go away, or you want some form of escape. You feel like you have been chained to them, and you can't feel that companionship anymore. You can't stand to see that car they own in the garage. You don't want, or you don't like to see them in the kitchen cooking. You don't want to eat those meals. You do not want to sit on the same dining table and share food with them or share that time. You just want to be alone and separate, and that is what you do. Most of the time you are in your room. You do not spend time with your children, because that means you will also have to face them, talk to them, interact with them. You do not want any of that. They have turned into a stranger, somebody you once knew and now you cannot relate to. Sign number 2, and the most obvious one, your children tell you that you need to leave. Maybe it's your girl who is asking for a new mommy. Daddy, I want a new mommy. Or maybe it's your child asking for a new dad. I don't like my dad. He's screaming all the time. He yells. He's nasty. He's mean. I don't want that. Please leave him. Please find somebody else, or just let's live together in a different house without the narcissist, because it's too painful. If and when you find your children, 1, recognizing the abuse, and then 2, requesting you to do something about the situation, it's high time that you take a step. Because what else do you want? You may have wanted to protect your children, which is why probably you stayed. Now it's done. They know what's going on. If your children tell you that you need to leave, that means they had to grow fast enough to recognize abuse. Because most children should not have to talk about abuse. They shouldn't have to feel the pressure one feels growing up in such an environment. But if your children are now mentioning it, know that they are under immense pressure, and it is your responsibility to remove it. How can you do that? By leaving. You may think, oh, if I leave, then I'll be stealing their time that they can have with their other parent. You're not stealing anything. Instead, you are going to give them a gift of happy and healthy life, a gift of safety, a gift of connection, a gift of relaxation, a gift of calmness that they can never ever experience in the narcissist's presence. How can I say so? I'm a product of such a family. Sign number 3, and this sign is from your body, hence the most important when you're calmer, less anxious, and when you smile a lot in their absence, when you're waiting for the day instead craving the day they leave for weeks, months, and never come back. The day that gives you ultimate freedom, the day that brings in safety. You don't want them to be there, so you do everything in your capacity to just make them leave somehow, even if it is temporary, even if it is only a few days. You want that break, because when they're around, they suck all the oxygen, they vacuum your happiness in, and you are left joyless. In their absence, you blossom. You feel freer than ever. In short, you want them to be gone, probably dead. I mean, it's okay if you have that feeling. If you want them to permanently be gone, it's okay. Don't judge yourself. I want that forever because of the monstrous father that I had. Anytime we got the news that he's going away for a week or a month, that would be the biggest celebration for us, at least for me. It would be bigger than any festival, because that meant freedom to be, freedom to breathe, freedom to express, freedom to eat, freedom to move, freedom to live, freedom to do whatever I wanted to do. Narcissists restrict you, they control you, they reduce and minimize you. Nobody wants to live like that. And if you want them to go away, that means you are done with it. You're done with their presence. Sign number 4, when you shut down, when you start being silent and stop being expressive. No matter what they do, no matter how big the storm, you don't care. Like you can't be bothered. You cannot and will not interfere anymore. You do not want to explain to them why things are the way they are. You are done with those arguments. They are tiring. You're fatigued. You are exhausted to your core. They do all their things. They pull all their tricks. They play those mind games that you're just this passive observer who is not even dispassionately curious, who is just there standing, not even in their body. Probably you're zoned out. You are dissociated. Life is just passing like that. If this is how you would define your current state, then let me tell you, you are extremely overwhelmed. You are dealing with sensory overload from all the yelling, all the abuse that you see, all the explanations, justifications that you had to give, and arguments, counter arguments, and from all the feelings you had to feel. Your skin crawls. You just don't want to. And because you cannot stop them, what have you done now? You have stopped yourself and you have turned into a zombie, an emotional zombie. This is a temporary coping mechanism. An extreme one should not become your permanent way of living. So if that is what you're going through, that means you must exit at any cost and find a way out, even if you do not feel any motivation or desire to do so. Sign number 5 and the last one. When you look at them and wonder, who is this person? I don't even recognize them. I would rather be with a stranger than this person who's just sitting next to me. I wouldn't even date them. When you do not feel any connection, any love, compassion, care, consideration for them. When you do not feel like there is something that you connect through at a fundamental level. When you feel like you have wasted your years, your precious years with them. When you do not feel any love or willingness to spend even one more minute with them. When you just feel like you're not connected to them in any way. All those marriages, all the promises gone, have been flushed down the drain for you. You don't care about any of that. You just simply cannot fathom how you can be around this monster. When you have seen that reptilian side to them, I mean, literally, some people have literally seen the narcissist turning into this reptilian creature. At least that is what they felt from distance. If you have experienced something similar, drop your experiences in the comments. And figuratively speaking, it simply means when you have felt their venom, when you have seen those black eyes, soulless eyes, those voids, bottomless pits, there's nobody home, and you feel that you are disgusted, at the same time terrified by the fact that you are living with an entity, not a human being, and you sure, because you don't want to feel that, you don't want to be around this person who can be extremely unpredictable. In a nutshell, when your body, mind and soul have given up on this person and you do not want to do anything with them, everybody is telling you you should leave, including your children. That is when you should understand universe is trying to intervene, if you believe in it, or that your inner self, higher self, whatever it is that you trust in, is telling you that this is the time to leave. Now, you must be careful when planning to leave. It's not like, okay, I'm going to leave tomorrow, you leave. No, you have to have a strategy. You have to have a way out. You have to have a plan. You need to prepare for post-separation abuse. And that is what I help you to prepare for in my Master Co-Parenting with a Narcissist program. I do not only help you to learn how to take your power back, but I also help you to understand and thoroughly learn how you can use a narcissist's traits against them so that you protect yourself for good. If you are interested in finding all this out and learning more, click the I button above or the link in the description of this episode to enroll right now. That was it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.